So you see in the news recently that there were a couple of cases of students committing suicide because of teachers being bullied by teachers. Let's look at the psychology of this whole thing now. Now, before getting into it, let's look at the psychology of the teachers and the students in this case. All right. So this is based on my own experience as a student. So I think there are three categories of teachers and three categories of students. Let's look at the teachers first. Category number one, these are the teachers who are bratty, who are frustrated, and who absolutely don't like their job. Maybe because they never wanted to be teachers in the first place, they wanted to do something else, they could not get that, hence they became teachers. Or maybe they're frustrated in their personal life, or maybe they see their own kids in the students, right? Don't think that all the teachers' kids are very disciplined. No, most of the teachers' kids are very bratty. And when they look at the students, they look at their own kids and they yell at them, right? So you see these teachers yelling a lot. So that's category number one. Teachers who are frustrated. Let's call them frustrated teachers. And then comes category number two. These are the teachers who are indifferent. They don't care whether you study or not. They're just there to do their job. And they make it very clear to you. I can think of one guy back when I was in college, right? He used to come and he used to take class. And whenever was a disturbance in the class, he used to immediately turn around and he used to say, hey, if anybody wants to get out of the class, please go. And he used to hold up the register and he used to say, the attendance register. And he used to say, I'm going to mark you present in front of you. You can please leave. The door is open. Please don't disturb my class. Indifferent. He's like, it's up to you to study. It's your fees. I'm just here to teach. And I think these type of teachers, indifferent teachers, they're like no bullshit, right? It's very straightforward. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I care, right? Which is the truth. Who cares like about somebody else's kids, right? So I think these type of teachers, the category 2 teachers who are indifferent, are far better than the category 1 teachers who just yell at everybody. And then there is a category 3 teachers, and these are very rare. You won't find them. And even if you do, you'll find maybe 1 in 500 or something like that, right? 1 in 500 teachers will be very good. And they'll be like, they absolutely love teaching. They love their job. And they see teaching as a community service rather. They don't just see it as another job. They see it as a community service, and they don't do it for the sake of money. They do it because they love doing it, right? And they don't do all this partiality and all the other stuff that the other teachers do. They take all their students seriously. So these, like I said, these teachers are very good, but they're very rare also. And you'll never find them. I've never found even one in my 16-year student life. I haven't even found one good teacher, right? Everybody were in category 1 or category 2, most in category 1. And then coming to the students. Now in students, again, there are 3 categories of students. Category 1, these are the students who are bratty. So category 1 were the bratty teachers, and the category 1 in students were also bratty students. These are the students who don't listen to anybody. They don't listen. They don't even listen to their own parents. Forget about the teachers. They don't even listen to their own parents. And they're bratty and they just like F the world kind of people, right? So yeah, they don't take anybody's advice seriously. And then comes the category 2 students who, and I would rate myself in this category, that I would take opinions which matter to me. Because see, whatever you are, you know what is wrong with you to some extent. Just you need a push by somebody to let you know that, okay, you're doing this wrong. So whenever I got a creative, constructive criticism about something, I used to consider that. I used to take their advice and I used to work on that. But whenever I used to get this, pointless yelling at me because of their frustration in their life, like you can't do anything. And I've been yelled at like this many times. You can't do this, you can't do that. I never used to take it seriously because I knew what it was. It was just an opinion of that teacher out of frustration. So I would just ignore it. So I knew which opinion to take and which opinion to ignore, which advice to take and ignore. But there are again the category 3 students who are very sensitive. These are sensitive students and they take every advice like as if it's a life advice or if it is the reality. But the truth is far from it. The truth is no advice is reality. It's just an advice, somebody else's opinion, nothing to do with reality. But they take it as if it is reality. So whoever gives them an opinion, and if it is a very negative one, it could be their parents, it could be their teachers, it could be their even their friends to some extent, they absolutely take it seriously and it affects their mind. So when this category 1 teachers in my list, the bratty teachers who just yell or who just kind of demotivate some people sometimes out of their frustration, when they yell at this category 3 students who are a little sensitive, that's when this type of things happen, that they get frustrated, and in worst case scenario they may even go to depression, and what happens next. So what do you do in this case? Advice for both teachers and students. Number 1, let's look at the teachers now. I would not give any advice to the category 2 and 3 teachers, they are good, but the bratty teachers who just yell at everybody, who just bully everybody around because of their own frustrations, you don't have any right to tell, especially students whose life isn't started yet, that they're going to be losers or failures in the future. Because who the hell are you? Nobody. And I don't care, I'm not just saying the teachers, I don't care who you are. You may be an engineer, doctor, or you may be any kind of person in life who's very successful or not successful. It doesn't matter. Your success, your life doesn't affect in any way somebody else's life. So you don't have any right to tell anybody else what they'll be or what they'll not be. Because at the end of the day, when you leave this planet, nobody, no matter how much you have accomplished in your life, nobody's going to remember or recognize you in the long run, right? Everybody will forget about you. So don't take yourself very seriously, and don't consider that your opinion matters. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares, all right? So this also applies to this bratty teachers. So that's point is done. Now coming to the sensitive students who take everybody's advice seriously. All I can say is, don't take it seriously, man. Try to be category number 2. Just know which advice to take. If it's a constructive criticism which really needs introspection in your life, well, then you can take that seriously and you can think about it, do some introspection and maybe correct yourself. That's fine. But you take everybody's advice seriously. Somebody says you're going to be a loser. Who the hell is he to tell you whether you're going to be a loser or not? He's just another human being. It's just his opinion. It's just his perspective. And it could be wrong. And most of the time, perspectives are wrong. They're wrong. Whatever the people think about something, it will not be true. It will be totally different. So don't take their advice seriously. That's all. And also, speak to someone. If something is really bothering you, and if you're sensitive, speak to someone. Speak to your parents, or speak to someone who's very close to you, a friend or whatever. And if a teacher is you're being bullied by a teacher or a student or whatever, in this case, let's talk about the teacher. Then talk to your principal, your parents, and let the teacher know that stop doing that. But like I said, do not take any advice very seriously. As long as you know that it is the best. Because once you differentiate which advice to take, which advice to not take, and treating an advice for what it is, an advice, somebody else's perspective, it won't bother you. It won't bother you. No matter what others think of you, it doesn't bother you that much. So that's all for now. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this video. You can comment down below. Goodbye.